The harsh conditions of the K-pop industry is a well-known fact among fans. Idols are subjected to harsh diets, beauty standards, conditions, and on top of that, there are multiple restrictions on them. Suicides are becoming a norm among the industry, and one of the victims was Astro's Moonbin. But what exactly was the reason that the idol chose such a harsh decision? Was there anything that might have prevented it? To understand the reasons and facts about the death of K-pop star Moonbin, we will first need to understand the harsh conditions of the K-pop industry, and why so many idols and K-pop stars commit suicide and suffer from mental health issues. It is a seriously concerning problem that has been emerging from the industry over the years. Idols who have died by suicide include Kim Jong-hyun, Choi Jim-ri, or Sully, Woo Hae-mi, Moonbin, and many more. You might be wondering, why do all these idols commit suicide? Well, the answer lies in the dark side of the K-pop industry, Hallyu, or the K-wave, which in a way seems like a revolution in soft power, yet this, too, is open to reversal and consequences if it does not solve internal problems before continuing to extend outward. While the K-wave draws much attention to South Korea, and not just that, it has also massively helped the tourism industry of South Korea, and not to forget, offers a global position of cultural influence of South Korea. This attention does come along with its demerits and causes much tragedy. Mistreatment, suicide, slave labor contracts, grueling training schedules, no dating clauses, sexual assault, and sexualization of minors by K-pop agencies cannot go unnoticed. While some groups promote the image of being anti-fragile, the entire K-pop industry rests on fragile foundations. In the era when the craze of the Korean pop industry is taking over the world, the sudden discussion about the K-pop dark side in the West has raised eyebrows of many fans and critics around the world. The Hallyu wave has literally knocked the doorstep of every music lover around the world. The fever has surpassed every possible level of craziness among fans, or should I say, stans. But amid all of these, lately the K-pop industry has come under the heat of harsh skepticism. The terms like overstraining the idol culture and toxic fan bases are becoming more and more prevalent each passing day. K-pop industry, after conquering the world with BTS being the global leader, is now into the talks for the dark side of the industry. So what exactly is the fuss about, and is the West getting insecure with Asian domination? So now you might be wondering, what is the dark side of K-pop? The phrase dark side of K-pop was coined after numerous reports of K-pop overstraining the term appeared online. Several K-pop stars have committed suicide as a result of being unable to handle the pressure put on them by their fans or the agency itself. The rigorous diet that is advised for K-pop idols is another phenomenon. This includes going without food for a period of time and only eating liquids or maybe an apple for the day. The idol's non-dating pact with the agency and a few toxic fandoms are some other considerations. There are some very toxic diets that used to be immensely popular amongst the K-pop culture, and even the most renowned stars like IU, who is also known as the idol of idols, and Xiumin, have succumbed to the need to fulfill the set body structure of the K-beauty standards. In the process, they followed intensive diet routines which included things such as a hefty intake of coffee or even just consuming sweet potatoes in the name of meals. Even though body shaming is an extremely awful practice, it is highly common in the South Korean music industry, and not to mention the society. Tiny waist for female stars and sleek-cut jawlines for male idols are the unsaid norms that define their roles and positions. These standards are so toxic that some trainees even confess that some people are eliminated just for the way that they look. Plastic surgeries are suggested. And as for the body goals of the K-pop industry, the shortest way to get quick results and attain the near impossible results are borderline unhealthy diets. Gugudan's Mina quit food and only survived on 2 bottles of sparkling water until she reached her lowest weight of 42 kilograms. Such a negative relationship with food develops into an eating disorder that many idols have been victims of. Twice as Momo confirms during a live broadcast that she went to extreme methods to lose weight when she was just a trainee. Momo revealed that she was told to lose 7 kg 15 pounds before debut no matter what, so she lost the weight in 1 week. She says, "I didn't eat anything for the whole week and went to the gym all the time. I spat all the time so there was no water in my body. And when I laid down on the bed and tried to sleep, I was scared that I wouldn't wake up again, so I suddenly started crying." Underneath the glamour and magic of the K-pop world lies an unprepossessing reality, and slave contracts are at the forefront of it. Referring to a long-term and usually unfair contract between idols and their agencies, a slave contract is highly restrictive and exploitative, and in recent times people have started to criticize these contracts. Moreover, the financial penalties on trainees who break these contracts are significantly hefty, and nobody in their right mind would want to be dealing with its consequences. As per the contract, the management bears the expenditure required to train aspiring idols. From accommodation and living expenses to singing and dancing lessons fees, agencies take care of most of the financial aspects. However, this in turn means that they can mold and shape trainees according to their wishes. The management controls idols' behavior, lifestyle, and love lives, among other things, as a compensation. They are made part of hectic schedules and barely get time to take a 7-hour bare minimum nap. In 2009, 3 members of TVXQ took their management agency, SM Entertainment, to court, claiming that the agency's 13-year contract was not only extremely long-term and restrictive, but also exploitative, as it gave them little to no profits. Not just that, it is no secret that K-pop agencies have extremely stringent and rigid rules when it comes to dating. While some agencies implement complete bans on dating, others impose strict regulations for the same and take extreme measures, such as firing them, if the rules are not met. K-pop idols Hyuna and E-Dawn, who were managed by Cube Entertainment, made headlines during a promotion of a joint new album to announce that they have been dating each other. This incident stirred up chaos, and their tour was cut short. Cube Entertainment also released a statement announcing their departure from the agency, signifying the stringent nature of dating rules. Another idol, Sully, also known as Choi Jim-ri, made her dating life public and was chastised for it. She was cyberbullied and allegedly also reached out to her management company, SM Entertainment, to take strict action, but to no avail. These numerous restraints make the life of idols a living hell. Such was the case of Astro's Moonbin. Although the details of his death aren't exactly clear, it was likely suicide case, and thus we can say these reasons were some of the contributing factors to why Moonbin might have taken such a harsh step. According to what the authorities reportedly told the local media, the K-pop star could have committed suicide. It seems that Moonbin took his own life, the police reported. Currently, we are discussing the possibility of an autopsy to determine the specific cause of death. Moonsua, the sister of the deceased star, spoke out on her social media about her brother's unexpected death. She took to Instagram to share a photo of her with Moonbin when they were young, accompanied by a post that reflected the deep pain she is going through. He was found dead at his home on Wednesday. The police suspected that the 25-year-old took his own life. The truth will come out, but the tragedy has sparked a broader conversation about mental health and the intense demands placed on those in the entertainment industry in South Korea. Moonbin is only the latest among recent deaths of young celebrities in the country, which is an East Asian entertainment giant. Actress Jung Cha-yeol was found dead at her home right this very month. K-pop singers Sully and Gu Hara both died by suicide in 2019. There are several other cases. What's that saddest thing about it is that most of them died very young, in their 20s or 30s. This rise of Korean wave has a very dark side. Behind all the glitz and glamour lies a human cost of the Korean wave, particularly on the country's youth. The suicide rate among young people in South Korea is among the highest in the world. The death of Moonbin had undeniably left a mark on his fans, friends, and family, and there is nothing anyone can do but try to not perpetuate the toxic culture of the industry. It is essential for fans to not put unrealistic expectations on idols before we lose another talent of the industry to suicide.